A very warm welcome to all the aspiring boys and girls who wish to seek Defence Forces as their career option on the YouTube channel of the Greenhorn Academy, which is a defense preparatory academy established in Dehradun, Uttarakhand. Dear candidates, in this video, we have made an attempt to acquaint you with the very basics of all the GTO tasks and the techniques. Boys and girls, in this video, we'll be covering the following topics. First, a quick recap on the SSB interview and techniques. Second, the principle behind the GTO technique. Third, what are the prerequisites expected out of a candidate while he is attempting the GTO task. Fourth, the introduction to the GTO task. Fifth, how does the GTO assesses or evaluate the candidate while they are performing the task? And to conclude, what are the key takeaways from the video? The total number of slides which we'll be covering are 15 in number and time required will be 20 minutes. Let's begin with a quick recap on the SSB interview and the techniques. We'll be covering the subject under two heads, SSB in a nutshell and the officer-like quality. Let's begin with the selection technique at the SSB centers and what is an SSB interview. Services Selection Board interview is a system of selection of suitable candidates who after training can become a successful officer of an average caliber. These selected candidates, after undergoing training in the various defense academies with their experience, maturity and familiarity in the right context and perspective, it is expected that these candidates would attain higher goals. Various techniques used by the three independent assessors who assesses the candidates during the SSB interview independently arrives at candidates' true personality which matches with the system requirements of the 15 benchmark officer-like qualities. The essence of SSB testing techniques lies in finding or identifying 15 different benchmark officer-like qualities or OLQs in short in a candidate. These qualities determine his personality. In SSB, these officer-like qualities are tested and confirmed using tests and tasks by the three independent assessors. Some of these qualities are deep-rooted and others trainable. And these qualities have been grouped in four major factors. Although there are many other qualities which shapes and molds an individual's personality. However, these 15 officer-like qualities are the system requirements for selecting the candidate who could undergo training in various defense academies and become an officer of average caliber. Therefore, it is essential and prudent to understand these qualities which are the prerequisite for your recommendation in the SSB interview. Candidates, to understand the very basic concept of officer-like qualities in details, you are requested to see our videos on the officer-like qualities. These officer-like qualities have been grouped under four factors. The factor 1, planning and organizing. Factor 2, the social adjustment. Factor 3, the social effectiveness, and the dynamic being the factor 4. Boys and girls, as told earlier, the officer-like qualities are divided into deep-rooted and the trainable. Deep-rooted qualities are those qualities which are inherent to a candidate or an individual and cannot be changed to a sufficient degree in his lifetime. But however, the trainable qualities are those qualities which can be trained as and when the candidate goes systematic and scientific training in the various defense academies. Now boys and girls, let's come what is expected out of a candidate once he presents himself to the GTO. First, a candidate should always express his natural personality and he should behave very naturally during the course of the GTO task, as molding or changing his personality to the tutored personality will not yield result, because the body language will give sufficient cues or hints to the GTO to arrive at his true personality. Second, a candidate should express himself during the conduct of the task. While discussing any topic, he should express his views by logical reasoning to support his views. He should be clear, original, and fluent in his expression. He should never show rigidity of the views, but he should be flexible and candid in accepting better solutions or others' point of view. He should never blame government organization, institutions, his family background, or his teachers for his shortcomings. The candidate is supposed to be situationally aware with respect to what is happening around him, and he should be able to appreciate the changing situations and adapt himself to the changing situations. Boys and girls, a large number of candidates who are getting mentored by us have asked us the question, Sir, what should be the level of preparation for the current affairs in an SSB interview? As the current affairs take a large amount of time while preparing for the SSB interview. Our response to any such query would be the level of preparation for the current affairs depend upon the background of the candidate, whether the candidate is from a village, district, city, metropolitan city. Second, at what age or at what entry level he is trying to find entry into the defense forces. Is he a technical entry? Is he a CDS entry, AFCAT, or an ND entry? Considering the age and the entry level, you are supposed to have that amount of a degree of maturity as well as knowledge about the current affairs. However, your interest in the current affairs must be demonstrated by your knowledge, as it is always better to be more knowledgeable because it shows your keenness. However, it is always advised to the candidates attempting SSB interview that they should not use bluff, lies, or the guesswork, as it creates a poor impression of the candidate in the assessor's mind. Candidates, after completing the phase 1, which talks about the SSB interview techniques, SSB in a nutshell, the officer-like qualities, let's come to the subject proper, the GTO techniques. The GTO technique is based on the principle called the Gestalt principle. The Gestalt principle was devised by the German psychologists Max Wertheimer, Kurt Kafka, and Wolfgang Kohler in the early 1920s, while they were studying the various theories to the group dynamics and how an individual behaves in a group. In the German language, the Gestalt means the unified whole, and the theory aims to explain the whole is something else than the sum of its parts. Gestalt principle aims to understand how humans typically gain meaningful perception from the chaotic stimuli around them. Using the same Gestalt principle, the GTO aims to understand how candidates respond to a task given to a leaderless group, wherein in order to find solution or objective of the task, each candidate applies himself based on his socio-economic background and the intelligence and contributes to the group's aim, wherein the environment is unguided, leaderless, and with the application of each candidate in different directions leads to chaos under a predefined set of rules as charted by the GTO for the conduct of the task. During all the GTO tasks, the group testing officer assesses the complete group as a form. At the same time, he also assesses the level of each candidate's position in the group with respect to his contribution made to the group's aim or the objective. I repeat, the GTO assesses in two forms. First, the complete group as a form. Second, he assesses each candidate's performance in the group and gives them ranking. Boys and girls, the GTO tests are not tests but the task, which means there are no concrete solutions to the task. During the task, the GTO assesses the candidate's behavior manifestation in terms of how he is behaving, what is his contribution to the group's aim, how he is responding to the group's need for assistance, for help. Is he trying to sort out his own agenda to gain limelight, or is he contributing to the group's cause? All these things leads to a behavior manifestation while performing the task, and GTO notes this behavior manifestation to arrive at his personality, mainly in terms of the 15 different benchmark officer-like qualities. Gestalt principle is applied through a battery of tasks wherein the some tasks are group tasks and others individual. Further, there are a total of 9 such tasks in the GTO battery. These 9 tasks under the GTO are the group discussion, first, second, group planning exercise, second, third, group obstacle race, fourth, individual obstacle task, fifth, the command task, sixth, progressive group task, seventh, half group task, eighth, lecturate, and final group task being the 9 tasks. The 9 group tasks have been categorized under 3 categories. The first category, the basic task, which comprises of the group discussion, group planning exercises, the progressive group task, and the group obstacle race. In terms of confirmatory tasks, the tasks are the lecturate, command task, half group task, and the individual obstacle task. And the final group task comes under the final task. Boys and girls, as I have told earlier, the GTO conducts 9 different GTO tasks under the heads basic task, confirmatory task, and the final task. During the conduct of these tasks, the GTO assesses or analyzes the candidate's behavior manifestation while he is performing the task to arrive at his true personality, mainly in terms of the system requirements of 15 different benchmark officer-like qualities. Now the behavior manifestation shown by the candidate in terms of his actions, expressions, the GTO assesses whether the candidate is interested in his own agenda of highlighting himself, or is he a team player contributing to the group's aim or the objective. Is the candidate emerged as a leader in a leaderless group by influencing the people with his ideas backed with the logical reasoning, or he is only supposed to prove himself with his own ideas? Does the candidate show physical courage, or does he have some mental phobia while crossing the obstacles? Does he take initiative in the group and cooperates with the other members of the group? Does he communicate with the group to explain his ideas? So all these forms generate behavior manifestation, and the GTO aim is to identify every candidate's behavior manifestations and compare themselves and compare them with the 15 different benchmark officer-like qualities. Boys and girls, the GTO, while assessing or evaluation of a candidate, does so by means of the proven consistency of the candidate along with how does he differentiate himself with the group. Within the group, he assesses the candidate and recommends himself. During the conduct of the four basic tasks, he identifies the candidate's position by means of how he has performed during those tasks in achieving the growth objective. He selects a potential group of candidates which he confirms during the confirmatory tasks. Whenever a single task is being performed, he organizes or arranges the group as a form, and also every candidate in that group he carries out a ranking in a decreasing order based on the candidate performance in achieving the group's aim against those 15 different benchmark officer-like qualities. These potential candidates which he has identified during the basic task are being confirmed during the confirmatory task and the final task. Whenever the GTO makes an assessment of the group and the candidates, it is called ranking, where he gives a rank to a candidate based on his performance, and whenever he does so, the process is called jockeying. Therefore, a candidate for his recommendation during the GTO task has to be consistently performing as per those benchmark officer-like qualities, and he has to emerge as a leader within the leaderless group. Boys and girls, what I have told you is just the tip of the iceberg of the Gestalt principle. However, it is sufficient enough for you to understand at this stage how does the GTO evaluate the candidates while they are performing the group task given by the group testing officer. Now, let's take a quick recap on the highlights of the subject. First, the SSB interview. Service Selection Board interview is a system of selection of suitable candidates who after training can become a successful officer of an average caliber. Second, GTO conducts 9 set of tasks to arrive at candidates' true personality and matches it with the system requirement of the 15 different benchmark officer-like qualities. During the conduct of each task, the GTO assesses the complete group as a form in terms of their capabilities. Second, he also assesses the level of each candidate position in the group, which is called ranking, and the process is called jockeying. GTO assesses your personality in form of your behavior manifestation while the candidate is performing the task for his recommendation. Fifth, during the conduct of the task, as I already told you, these are not the tests. Therefore, every candidate should express his natural personality. He should believe in himself and he should express himself with logic, as there are no concrete solutions in any of the GTO tasks. To conclude, we would like to say, during the conduct of the GTO task, candidate's competition is not with anyone in the group but with himself, as there is no restriction on the group testing officer to recommend a fixed number of candidates from a group. It has also been observed that there has been a large number of groups which have been washed out or so-called when none of the candidate has been recommended by the GTO in the GTO technique, whereas there has been sufficient number of cases wherein the GTO has recommended either 3 to 4 boys even, 3 to 4 candidates even from a single group. Therefore, the candidate should not compete with any member of the group, but compete with himself during the conduct of this test. So, what is the lesson learned? Boys and girls, in order to succeed in an SSB interview, your desire for success should be far greater than your fear of failure. Candid, with this, we come to the conclusion of the group testing of the techniques, the basics. What is the principle used during the GTO technique? What is the prerequisite or the expectations from the candidate by the GTO? Introduction to the GTO task, and how does the GTO assess or evaluate the candidate? We would also like to tell you that there are a large number of practice sets on the test and the task conducted by the 3 independent assessors in our YouTube channel. Kindly do watch them. To conclude, I wish all the boys and girls who are preparing for their SSB interview the very best of luck for their forthcoming SSB interview. God bless and Jai Hind.